picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. EA Sports College Football continues with a late-season Week 12 showdown here. And the Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes Austin Simmons. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Bruins offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Here's the bruising running back Jordan Davison. Both these teams love to keep it on the ground, and they have guys who can carry the load.
And man, oh man, if times change, where you're seeing two senior running backs go at it, right? Like back in the day, oh, you got so many hits, you got so many takes on the body. Well, NIL, these guys are getting paid a little bit better. These two guys, been around the block, Palmer. We know who they are. We know what they are. And I know this means a lot. Who wants to show off the most and say, hey, wait a minute, we started on my NFL draft? Remember, I showed this guy up. Like, our team won, I had the better day.
Yeah, and both of these guys are going to get their touches in this game. Make no mistake about it. Both offenses are predicated on the ability to control the line of scrimmage and run the football. And what I like about these two guys, they are home run hitters. Don't blink. It takes one play, and they can go the distance. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, pressure's coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush is on. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
On the ground, it's Owens. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Now on the move. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. First play of this drive. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice...
Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a lot of room to field this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Right side, it's Owens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Owens. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Changing the routes with his receiver. Throwing Simmons. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down. Before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd and long here. Wants to pass. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Bruins will try to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The give is to Smith. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They give it back to him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Headed outside, it's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Simmons extending the play. Fires left. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. But the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. A chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Davison.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Back's got it on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Carter.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Scarlet Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Moves to his right. Uncorks one to the middle. Upstairs to make the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to pass. Going for 6. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Rutgers!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 15 team, the Florida Atlantic Owls. Now back over to your game inside the historic Rose Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And the Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside it. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Powers inside. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Needs it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Scarlet Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now he's looking to throw it. Look out! They've got him. Great pressure on his defense. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Bruins. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that can make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Got room at the 35. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Tells to fake. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The officials stop play as they come out to tend to this injured Bruin. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Has to throw this off his back foot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Looking for space. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Needs it here on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here comes the heat. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Third and long coming up. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Davison. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Right back to it. Showing off the arm.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Bruins are rolling down the field. Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Pfeiffer. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Bruins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Finds his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gonna look downfield again. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Owens. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Turning it on. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. On the move. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
There's some room. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Jackson gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Toure. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. In the red area, it's Owens. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive.
And he's in! Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. He's at the touchdown, State University of New Jersey. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got his man on the right. Building momentum, picking up the chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Looking to throw. Got rid of it just in time.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and how